face too.
I got you. Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Thank you.
Oh, damn.
What's up, guys?
Not even a heads up or nothing. Damn. Bye.
Peace. What's up, guys? I'm Joe Vargas. And as always, on my left side is Maggie. She's on my right side, though. She's the right hand man. Maggie Duarte.
I'm ambidextrous, though, so.
Oh, so you're cool right here on this side?
Yeah.
Got the jab hand?
Got the jab
Hook hand?
That's the important
That's
one.
it, dog. Establish a jab.
Yeah, you gotta know how to use that one.
What are we talking about today, Megs?
Man, should we just kick it off, man? Yeah. Well, I didn't tune into the whole card, but.
I did.
Did you for real?
No, the whole card. No, I'm so sorry.
No.
The main event.
Just
The main
tuned
event.
into the main event. Dalton Smith against Subriel Matias. A fight that we had predicted. That
I mispredicted.
yeah.
Is that how you say it? Mispredicted.
Mispredicted.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
I screwed up.
Well, you know it happens. You can't pick them all right.
I mean,
you
I feel like I've been losing lately, dog.
Nah, there hasn't really been that many big fights, but this coming the next few weeks, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
However, I first saw Matias. Well, honestly, it was weird. It was 50-50. It was like a last minute choice. Honestly,
You know, it's the kind of fight that I wasn't too amped up to watch. Because I didn't know Dalton Smith.
yeah,
And I know Subriel Matias, but I've been watching him decline.
right.
And, you know, when I saw the fight and it kicked off, it had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah,
The whole round, the whole fight, from 5-6 rounds. I forgot how long it went.
yeah.
But it was exciting, and Ashley kept telling us about Dalton Smith, and I was just like, okay, whatever.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one. And I was like, okay, you know, he's going to come over here. He's going to have a hard time. He came out, and he looked beautiful the first round. I was like, damn, that guy looks good. And the second round, Matias got in there and started, you know, forcing the pace, forcing the tempo, and then you can tell that there was like 2-3 rounds where Dalton was like, what am I going to have to do with this guy? If I box him, I'm going to be on my heels the whole time.
Right.
And so he sat down and stayed with him.
Yeah.
And there was little moments where he was landing shots, and I would see Matias kind of like not taking them well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this shit ain't going to go that far, dog.
That's one thing I had written down in my notes mentally. That how long can you sustain that type of style? Because this is not just this fight. That's how he always fights, you know. And I thought to myself, I was like, how long can he sustain being hit like that? Even if you block him,
Anyone.
you still get a little rattled, you know.
Yeah.
And it takes its toll. I didn't tune into till the second round of that fight. I was busy, but I tuned into this, which I'm a little upset now because you're saying that the first one was
Beautiful round. Yeah, really good round. He actually hurt Matias in the first round.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what I thought in the middle of that? It reminded me of, for those who watch soccer, the English, in my opinion, the English Premier League is probably the best one. Just because when you dive, you get booed. Like, you kind of get ostracized for being that person who dives and pretends to get fouled. And in my mind, I was like, this guy, he had like a different strategy in the beginning where he would start to wrap once Matias got too close, because if anybody knows Matias, that's where he wants to get off. It's right on the short range, straight down the middle. So I think he had a good tactic, but the inner British in him, he couldn't help himself, and he banged it out with him. But then again, I think Matias kind of made him fight that fight, because that pressure is relentless.
Yeah.
However, I think Matias, his defense, like we mentioned, sometimes you kind of fall into the hype, your own hype of being the boogeyman and thinking that you can walk through anything and anybody. And it's sometimes that kind of goes against you instead of for you. And you think that, whatever, I got it. You get caught by a right hand like he did, and that's it.
You got tenderized.
Lights
After so
out.
many punches, they start hurting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I couldn't stop thinking about Adam, our producer.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because he always says that he don't see adjustments anymore in fights. And when I saw Dalton make the adjustment, I was like, oh shit. Now because I don't know much about Dalton, so some of you of people from across the pond are probably like, you don't know. Like, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm a fan now. You know, I don't know how long he'll go, but as of right now, I like what I saw, and I'm all Dalton Smith. Can he beat the Shakurs, the Teals? Who else do we have at 140?
Keyshawn Davis, I think, is
Keyshawn,
moving up
you
to
know,
140.
all those guys. Can he beat them? I don't know right now. But what I saw, I liked. I saw the bite down. He fought the boogeyman. None of those three guys that I just mentioned have fought Subriel. So, you know, I commend him for fighting him, and he did well, and he got a fan here now.
And you're right, though, the whole making adjustments. And I don't know, that style served Matias very well up until a certain point. And you're talking about how he switched teams, and I don't know, you think that could possibly be part of it?
I don't know if that affected him, because I was there when Banda was still training him. When he fought Paro in Puerto Rico, I was there. I was basically in the front row.
Yeah.
And I saw that fight, and he was like slowly, it seemed like he went from the boogeyman to the survival man.
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to bounce really back in the fights that he's won. He doesn't look like imposing anymore. It's sad to see that short reign, but hey, it's better to have a short reign than not to have one at all.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And
He's got life-changing money. He's lost or won, but he's getting critiqued. But at least he got, you know, my respect. As if he fought anybody, he would fight anyone, and he's a beast. But we all have to pay for our errors in the ring sooner or later.
Right. He's somebody who regained that championship.
Yep.
And not all even get to do it once but twice. So
mis respetos for Subriel Matias.
Yeah. What a fight. And we'll see what happens with Dalton after this. I really hope that it seems like his team has gotten him this far, and they're
at a short fights.
Yeah.
Little bit of fights.
He beat Cepeda. That's how I knew him. He beat Cepeda, and then he got that fight with Matias, I believe, afterwards.
Cepeda's already done. That's the reason why I wasn't like too. We seen Cepeda in training camp sparring, bro. Like, we were, we sparred against him, and he was already on his way out. So that didn't shock me. That's why I was like, nah, I don't know about Dalton.
Yeah.
But what I saw against Matias, he's an old in age fight. Not old. He looks aged, Matias. He looks like he's a step behind. But when he's in your face, if you guys ever sparred a guy who hits hard, doesn't matter how fast they are, that shit hurts.
Right. Absolutely. And,
he embraced the fire.
Given his previous fight, he fought Alberto Puello previously, and it was a close fight. Honestly, some people could have said it could have gone either way, and I agree with that. But what I was going to say is Dalton Smith, I hope that he sticks with, you know how sometimes you win a championship. He's now a champion at 140.
That's crazy. Under 20 fights.
Under 20 fights. Sometimes they try and kind of switch it up for you. The promotion, the management, whatever. They want to switch up your camps because they think, you know what, man, it's time to level up, and let's switch it up. So
if you're Dalton Smith camp, who do you fight from the top three that you just said? Which one do you fight? If you had to fight one, and who would you stay away from?
Man, I feel a little influenced because this conversation was had earlier, and I want to say...
That conversation never took place, dog. What are you talking about?
I would stay away from Keyshawn.
That's who I would go after.
I would stay away from Keyshawn, and I agree. I would go for Shakur.
Of course, I would go first Keyshawn, then Shakur, then Teal. The reason why is because Keyshawn has the least experience with big names, but he has the most to prove.
Yeah.
So that's a risk factor. Shakur is talented beyond boxing skills, but he still hasn't beat a powerful fighter or a power puncher or he beat an old Oscar Valdez. Who else did he beat?
He beat, kind of like they were undefeated names, but not very well known after that. I can't remember.
That's exactly. You can't remember any of the names he beat.
Yeah.
Teofimo has beat, Lomachenko. And Josh Taylor was a big fight. So if I was part of Dalton Smith, I would go Keyshawn, Shakur, Teal. But we'll see what happens with Teal, and that's later on.
Yeah, that's.
Want to go into that? Not yet.
I mean, yeah, we can. I mean, I that's a crazy fight. That's not for a couple weeks, I think. We're like three weeks out.
We'll touch on it later.
We'll touch on that, and I want to do a deep dive on that one because that's a tough one, and you have some personal stories about them and knowing them from when they were in the amateurs. So, but Yeah, Dalton. I the reason why I would stay away from Keyshawn,
Yeah, go ahead.
It's because he's just a little bit stronger than
Oh,
Subriel,
I agree.
know?
No, but I think after fighting Matias, I don't think strength matters no more for Dalton.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. After
But Keyshawn is crispier, sharper, more pinpoint accurate, and the shots.
More of a
You don't need that much power for those shots to hurt. You know, sometimes accuracy hurts more than power.
Yeah, I think Keyshawn is just way more exciting than Shakur.
Matias is a freaking dog with no movement.
Yeah,
and Keyshawn is a dog with a lot of skills.
Yeah, absolutely. What were you gonna say?
I said no because you said something about amateurs, and and I was just like, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
It's been a good experience.
Well, you're back. This is my first time. Oh my god!
A shout out to my boy Johnny. He fought his first fight with us, Little Butskis. He pulled off a win against the gym here locally here in San Diego. We fought on Sunday with little Gallito.
Yeah.
And little Chewy, he fought with a broken finger. We didn't know his finger was broken. We fractured. Sorry. He lost the decision to a kid he had already beat. Something was wrong. He wasn't communicating it with us that much. I can feel he wasn't throwing shots the right way. Mm-hmm. He fought with a fractured finger, and he lost the decision. So I was a little butthurt, like, damn, first fight back in the amateurs, and we lost. And then I'm like, second fight, Johnny totally redeemed us.
The team, yes.
The team, and then now knowing I'm on our way home, we see the little Chewy with the cast.
Yep.
And we're like, oh.
He's on the mend now.
He's a little warrior. You know, he fought with the broken hand, and he didn't say nothing, broken finger, and little pinky finger. You guys ever fought with broken fingers? It's hard. And if you fought like that as a man, you know, you dealt with mental, challenges. Imagine doing that at 13 years old.
Yeah. And we knew, I think that he had some, but I did not think that it was going to be fractured at all. That's why when you say, I was like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, the next day I saw him. Remember we saw him the same day in the night.
Yeah.
His finger was big.
Yeah.
Like,
started to
swell up. And I was like, that doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So his dad said it was like double the size. It took him to the emergency and that shit was fractured.
Yeah.
But shout out to a little warrior finding a way not to. He didn't tell us that he was hurting.
Yeah.
To fight, but I like it and I don't like it. I don't like it because he should have told us, but I like it because it shows huevos.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
yeah. As a coach, it's like, okay, you need to communicate these things, but however, we know you got some good. Yeah, we got some good. So, yeah.
And then little Johnny just went out there and fought a good fight, and we're proud of him. And we got some more fights coming. All the young team, Dre, Michael, the Bacala crew, little Mo, everybody. We're gonna, just heading in the right direction and getting all these pros fights.
What's one of the biggest differences that you've noticed now that you officially got to be back from last time you were in?
I'm noticing the amateur.
Yeah, the circuit. I mean, it's funny because he's like, I don't know anybody here.
It was funny. I was telling Maggie and my dad, and I was like, damn, I don't know shit in here. And there was a moment when we were like the guys here locally, and I was like, damn. And then I see Henry Villegas from Orange County. What's up, dog? And then he told me, "Hey, what's up? We're the old dinosaurs now."
Yeah, you guys both were out for a while.
And Tony Contreras has never left, but Tony Contreras is the head of officials here in San Diego. Mm-hmm. That's the only two guys I knew. Oh, and Ram Mesa's dad. Mm-hmm. Those four guys are the only ones I remember.
Yeah.
But hey, that doesn't mean they're not good. I'm just saying that's the only guys I remember. I've been gone for 5 years.
Yeah.
Good kids, some badass kids. I've been seeing some gyms. I started putting gyms on my radar. Like, okay.
Yeah, I see some good.
I sound like Denzel Washington. Okay.
I see some good talent, too. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
It's funny. Me and Maggie are watching kids fight. We're like, damn, that kid's good. Trey. Damn, that kid's good. Michael.
Johnny.
We're like we want to go against them,
Yeah, absolutely. And were you going to say it?
No, nothing. Trying to breathe, though.
Man, we witnessed something on Saturday, one of the fights, and I know you wanted to touch on it because I know for you, as a coach, it's important, especially when dealing with fighters and knockout losses and stuff like that.
Well, there was a time my brother Adrian knocked the guy out cold in the fight, and when it took place, I told my brother, Ulises will tell you, CC, Giovanni, that first generation that I had of pros,
right,
will tell you that I used to tell them all the time, don't showboat when you knock somebody out. So one day my brother Adrian knocks a guy out cold, dude. Like I'll find the video, we'll clip it. I'll tell what's it called to post it.
Cool.
And he goes back to the corner and he just kind of like doesn't celebrate the win or nothing. He just comes back and he's like, there was a commentator named Coach Quintera from Locals radio called 1090 Sports Radio back in San Diego back like 15 years ago when we had radios. And
for real, this must have been AM.
It was AM, as a matter of fact, yeah. And are you making fun of me? And Coach Quintera asked Adrian to do a radio. And he says, Adrian, I'll walk you through the interview. Don't worry about it. And he starts interviewing Adrian like a couple of days later after the fight, you know. And he tells Adrian, man, you know, Adrian, when I saw you knock that guy out, I saw you you didn't celebrate. You kind of like just stayed quiet and you got in the corner, took your gloves off, and it was over with.
Yeah.
And he goes, my brother taught me to always respect our opponents and respect them. Don't showboat, don't fist pump, don't none of that stuff. The guys are getting in the ring with us. It could be us, it could be them. Like, you know, just respect. And Coach Quintero was like, that's classic, Adrian. That's like throwback to the old fighters, you know. And he tells him, when it was over, he tells Coach Quintero, hey, I want to apologize to the fans listening because my brother taught me how to do how to fight, but he never taught me how to do a radio interview. But yeah, the reason I'm bringing up that story is because this weekend, one of the guys, Brandon Adams, who's a fucking amazing fighter, cordial, respectful young man. I seen him turn pro. I seen him grow. He's out of LA. He's going to be world champion pretty soon again. I mean, again, he's going to be world champion. He's going to get a title shot pretty soon. He's in the fights, and he's cornering this fighter, and his fighter knocks a kid out in the first round, stops him, you know? And this fighter gets excited, and he starts celebrating, and it's cool, you know? Like
his family's there. He's hyped up.
Yeah, he's hyped up. He's in, and then I go up to Brandon. I tell him, hey, good fight, mijo. Like, you know, you guys won. And he's just like, I kind of interrupted his scolding of the fighter. And then I just sit back and embrace, and he tells him that's not cool. He's not part of that. Don't celebrate that way, you know? Like, we're better than that, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, if I always like Brandon, this is why I like him, because of the fighter. He knows the sport.
Yeah.
He understands the sport. You know, we celebrate when nobody's watching.
Right.
Do the Cabbage Patch and all that shit when nobody's around, you know?
Yeah.
But you got to look professional, and that's been lost. It's been lost in the game. You know, people are quick to do the shovel shit and, you know, you're dead. And, I mean, to each their own. That sells tickets. People like it. That's cool.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I love the sport so much that I will not dishonor the opponent. I will not dishonor myself. Yeah. And I will not dishonor people that look up to me.
I think for fighters, it's so much energy, so much adrenaline going on when they're fighting, especially if they're a little new to competing and stuff. I think everything just kind of gets them, and they're just excited to, you know, celebrate like that. But you got to think, like you say, there's boxing karma, man. Yeah,
it exists. I was showing Maggie a video before the fight. I told her one of my fighters, Memo Castillo. He fought amateur. He fought pro for me. And one of his last amateur fights, he fought this kid. Honestly, I don't remember where the fight card was at. He knocked the kid out in the amateurs. And after the fight was over, they gave him a medal and a trophy, right? Both they give him. Right. And I told him, Memo, give them both to him. And he's like, looks at me. I go, yeah, you don't need them, bro. You knocked them out, dog. Like, that memory's going to live on forever. The trophy, you're going to break it in a couple more. You're going to forget it. You're going to move houses. Give it to him, bro. And the people roared when he gave it to him, you know? Sometimes that's better than celebrating. Right. You know, the integrity of being a professional, a fighter.
Right. And you know, somebody came to my mind, Brian Norman Jr. I remember watching the build up to him fighting Devin Haney. And in his house, there's a picture of him when he knocked out Giovanni. And that picture.
That picture's there, though?
Yeah, that picture's
Giovanni, I love Giovanni. That one hurts.
Yeah, that one hurts. And
karma.
Look what happened.
Boxing karma comes get you.
Yeah, to the guy who had pillow hands and this, and that. And he didn't get knocked out cold or nothing like that, but he got knocked down. And I think he got a humbling.
Sometimes that's hard to come back from getting knocked down.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you can't catch up to the opponent. it's like a race, and you started way behind. Like, oh fuck.
It can feel humiliating too, especially
when you knock people out of memory circuits out of their brain, and you knock people out cold, and all of a sudden you just got dropped.
You're known for being an assassin. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
So, man, it's always good to stay humble. That's that's part of your philosophy. So, I truly believe that as well. But yeah, you know what I had written down? I think, what were we talking about in this?
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Brandon Adams.
Yeah.
I've been knowing him for, 15 years.
Yeah.
And I took a picture with him at the fights, right, with me and the Chuy. And I looked for him on Instagram, and I'm like, we're not fucking friends, dog. I mean, we're like real friends. And it's funny because I just talked to Johnny Manzor about that too.
Right.
I've been knowing Johnny for, I don't know, about the same time. And I'm like, yeah, little kid. And I'm like, what the fuck? We're not friends on social media? But Johnny said it the best. We're friends in real life, coach. And same thing with Brandon. I told Brandon Adams, but the good thing is we're friends in real life, dog. But
Brandon was like, if we're not friends, it's your fault.
So we're friends, bro.
Yeah, it's official.
I'm so happy for him and Coach Trevor and that whole squad out there, man. They're doing good, man. I'm proud of them.
Man, that's good people right there, man. Good energy. I love them. Fighters that are good when we were talking about football. Remember, you're mentioning quarterbacks and how.
I'm a Charger fan, even though they left San Diego, and half of my family is mad at me because I cheer for them. But I've never been a fan of what's his name, Herbert.
I don't even know.
Yeah, the quarterback.
Yeah.
All fucking since they drafted him, he's the best quarterback in the NFL. He's gonna be the future. That fool cannot play when pressure is on the line.
Yeah.
Playoffs, what did we say? The playoffs are like a real fight, and the games are like sparring at the gym.
Right.
The games, I know they're real games, but you're like, there's no pressure unless you're going to fight for a playoff spot.
Right.
Watching him play the whole season, I'm like, he's going to fucking fail pretty soon. In the playoffs, you can talk about the O-line. There's quarterbacks that find a way to win.
Right.
Doesn't matter. And he always is just repetitive. Every time it means something, he has the worst game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man.
You said like it doesn't matter. So to turn it to boxing, we had written down fighters that are good when it. There's fighters that are good when it matters, and fighters that are just good when it doesn't matter. Meaning, that extra added pressure, how you respond to that. And obviously, I think you think of a great quarterback, talking on football, you think of Tom Brady. He was
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, yeah.
When it absolutely mattered, he'll turn.
He wasn't the greatest stats, but when it mattered, he found a way to win.
Right, exactly. So there are certain fighters that who are I think are great, but when you put that added pressure of a championship fight, or maybe even a fight that's a title eliminator, sometimes it's hard to live up to that. It's just that added pressure, or even fighting at home. Some fighters don't know how to deal with that. Some thrive off of it. Yeah. So that is what's going to be interesting about Teofimo against Shakur, because they're both going to be in their respective. I think Shakur's from Jersey and Teofimo's from New York. So.
The fight taking place in New York?
I think I can't remember if it's New Jersey or New York,
but they're both home.
The same shit right there, So yeah, and I guess relating to biting down, you want to circle it back to Mr. Dalton Smith. That's all part of it, is biting down and staying calm when those pressure times.
When the waves are hitting you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's not easy. I think we touched on it a little bit last week. It's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. It's not easy at all. It takes a certain kind of fighter to be able to embrace the chaos.
Is there a fighter that comes to your mind that you can think of that kind of?
I would say like some fighters like Aaron Pryor. There's a lot of fighters. Arguello. Anybody you could think of that's a world champion has faced some kind of embrace the chaos, because Floyd Mayweather, he's always fought with fucked up hands.
Yeah.
And he always embraced that shit. Right. Floyd is one of the perfect examples of, he was a little older, fighting younger guys, fighting champions, and he always embraced it. Mm-hmm. There's a lot. And he fought guys that nobody wanted to fight, like Maidana. I can go on and on of people he faced, like Pacquiao is one of the guys who I think has never listened to nobody. Because realistically, he shouldn't have did what he done been knocked out in the pearls when he first started, and then from 108 to 154 or 47, he just wiped out everybody.
Yeah.
That's a dog.
Absolutely. You know, I think that's why it's very important to stay in the gym always, even if you do only have one hand. I think you must always, you know, learn to work like that. Why? Because fighting is so unpredictable, man. You never know. One wrong punch, you punch somebody's, we were talking about this, punch somebody's elbow. You know, those gloves, in pro fights at least, they're small. And sometimes no matter how well the greatest wraps that you have, it's just a little tweak. And we were talking about last week about the way that you speak to yourself, and you can be productive or unproductive. If you want to worry about your hand being messed up, man, and or you can think, okay, I've been here before. Let me work with this one hand. I can put that poker face on, and he will never know that my hand is hurt. I'm just going to use it just to kind of like, you know, touch and find my range. But, you got to learn to adjust even. It's a fight, man.
The circumstances.
Absolutely. So, there's some fighters that no matter what, they find a way. And just like in football, your guy Herbert.
Fucking Herbert, dog. But you know, right now being a Charger fan, it feels kind of cool. Like, if they lose, I'm like, fuck them, they're in LA. And if they win, I'm like, hell yeah, man, they'll always be from San Diego, dog. You know, even if they're not here no more.
Ever since I heard you guys talk about the Jaguars, I might make it over here. I don't even watch football, but
if the Jaguars come to San Diego, dog, I am a Jaguar fan.
I'm a Jaguar fan all the way. Just because I
never liked Jaguars, but you started talking about how they bite and how many of the leopards are almost the same. What was it? Panthers or which ones?
The Panthers and the Panthers,
Maggie
leopards,
put me up on game with lions.
Jaguars, they're the same. Yeah, man.
Cats, I'm sorry.
The big cats, the just to nerd out really quick, the Jaguar has the strongest bite force of all the cats.
The reason I would cheer for the Jaguars is because the Jaguar is really important in Mexico. Mm-hmm. So it would be like embracing us, San Diego Jaguares.
Yeah, I think they're only around like Brazil and Mexico now at this point.
Yeah,
just Sudamerica. Yeah, they're not out there that much. But they're killing crocodiles.
Why are they in Florida then?
No, the crocodiles are in Florida. I don't know. Yeah, bring them to San Diego, man. They're closer to home.
Yeah, they belong here.
That's a valid argument if you ask me, Budsky.
Budskis.
Right. So this weekend, Friday night, we have Golden Boy.
Fucking my dog. Oh,
I like it.
Jorge Chavez.
Yeah, rematch.
I thought Jorge won that first fight easily.
I agree, and that's not being biased. He won that fight. You cannot
Maggie. Jorge Chavez better discredit me, dog, if I'm lying. I seen him at the MGM one day in Vegas with Clemente and his mom and his sister.
Yeah,
he was kind of like, I don't know how old he was, like 17. Clemente tells me, hey, talk to him, Joe. Tell him to get his shit together, you know. And I'm like, what's up, fool? And he just laughs, you know. Little Jorge Chavez is like, you know, and like, mijo, chile ganas, mijo, you're good, fool. Because he used to fight Palma all the time. And he used to fight Toto Mesa, my kids. He beat both my kids, man.
I remember him sparring.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, Jorge, you got something, fool.
Yeah.
You know, and he just made an adjustment. Boom. He just started. Something clicked for him. And Jorge, watching him now, I'm not biased, bro. If you thought he lost, I would have said he lost.
Yeah.
I love the kid, but watching him where he's at right now, I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
A lot of these San Diego fighters got me proud, man. Like, I'm so proud of, seeing what they've done. Mm-hmm. That I thought the first fight, he easily won it.
Not even a close fight.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he dismantled him, but dude, if anybody, we'll link it. If I could find it, I'll link it below.
The highlights at least.
The highlights.
The highlights are all him.
You guys, it's on you to decide, right? But it was a great fight. It was a great fight to watch. It was just so enticing from beginning to end, and he boxed beautifully. He impressed the shit out of me. Honestly, that fight was so impressive.
So that fight, the rematch, I see Jorge making more adjustments and seeing him, being creative because he's growing a lot as a fighter.
Right.
I don't know much about the other young man, but I know that I got to be careful what I say.
I can't remember what camp. I think he's
with the Diaz brother. That's what I'm going
to say.
Right,
yeah.
There's not much improvements there. It's all about balls and heart. And it's about heart, balls, and heading downhill. And that works for certain fighters.
Yeah.
I don't see him making the adjustments. But if I'm wrong, I'll eat the words and I'll say, but I'm going to roll with Jorge Chavez on this one.
Yeah, Jorge Chavez. I I think he's gonna take this one a little clearer, even more. I mean, it couldn't be more clear this past one. But we have another rematch: Rocha versus Curiel, number 2, 147.
My heart's with Rocha.
That was a close fight too. I think I don't remember watching it though.
But for some reason, this is Chavez's stablemate. For some reason, I feel like Curiel's gonna make a good adjustment. He's with Robert now.
Oh, he's with Robert now.
We've seen him though when he walked in that first day. We were there when we were sitting down with Murataya's dad.
Yeah.
He walked in. I think if he's there, because I remember going back and he was there again.
Yeah.
He has better sparring, and he's gonna be in a good place. More, all those guys they have there, that stable.
Yeah.
I see Curiel winning, but I would love to see Rocha win.
Curiel's a monster.
Oh, I know. I'm not gonna disagree with you on that, but I would love to see Rocha win.
Curiel's a monster.
Just because he's a cool kid, and we fought against him with Ricky Perez. We lost to him, but you know what? That put us on a little platform. His performance, Ricky's.
You can't take away the hard worker that he is, dedicated, because you can tell he stays in shape. And he took a hard loss against Giovanni too, and he came back, and he's trying to make his way back up.
Yeah,
you can't take that away from guys, man.
I love how fighters nowadays are not giving up when they lose. People are like, "Oh, you lost, you're done." 5 years ago, now fighters are like, "Fuck, I'm coming back, dog."
Exactly, he's one of those guys. So tune in to watch them. That's on Friday the 16th on the Zurdo Ramirez card. I don't know too much about Zurdo.
Maggie, real quick, story time.
Yeah.
Blair Cobbs.
Yeah.
We go spar. I go spar him with Java Kashavili.
Mm-hmm.
Java's a 168 pounder. Blair Cobbs is 147.
Right.
We're in Vegas at Bones Adams gym. We're gonna spar Blair. I didn't know that Java knew him from Pennsylvania or from somewhere. They knew each other already. So they spar. And I'm thinking Java's gonna kill this guy.
Right.
It's a fucking competitive sparring. It's competitive. And I'm like, why is a 147 pounder in there with Java?
Yeah.
And Java couldn't figure him out that day, man. And just one day they sparred. We're up there in Vegas.
This is a guy who was in Canelo's camp.
This is Canelo's boy, dog. Yeah. Java, shout out to Java. Java's living a good life right now, man. He ends up fighting Rocha. I'm like, dude, he's gonna annihilate Rocha.
Yeah. Because of that sparring that you saw.
What I saw.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Rocha beat the brakes off of him.
Knocked him out. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of
elevated him. Yeah. And Cobbs was signed with Golden Boy as well.
Yeah.
So they made a decision who they're gonna roll with. So Rocha, get back where you belong, mijo.
Yeah.
I'm cheering for you. Curiel, nothing against him, but I like to see Rocha pull it off.
You like to see those comeback stories, man, for sure. So yeah, we'll
those
be tuning in.
Yep.
This Friday night. But yeah, that's about it. That wraps it up for today. Next week we'll talk about those fights, and then the 24th, which is next weekend, Murataya versus Andy Cruz. So we'll be.
I'm a roll Murataya. I don't give a shit.
Breaking that one down.
I don't care if he loses. I'm going to Murataya.
That's a great fight to break down. So
yeah,
that's next week.
Murataya all the way.
Any last words?
Damn, sound like a rapper, dog. You
good.
Guys, if you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah.
Comment.
Subscribe. All
follow.
That shit. We appreciate all the views, man.
Yeah, we do. We're growing, dog. We went from 2 to 3. We're growing.
For those who don't know, we have no sponsors. We have no sponsors. Like, we don't push. We don't pay anything. It's literally just growing because of everybody who's watching. So we really appreciate that. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Peace.
Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.